Guys, you are welcome back to my channel. I've been saying I will not say that thing. You're welcome back to CherIndulgence. Anyways, I'm Femi Ido, and the reason for this season is why I'm here. It's not, I say I would disturb people, so I'm here to wish you guys first up a happy Easter. I'm so excited for Easter. I think this is the first time ever, because now there's this comprehension with what Easter is all about, the death, burial, resurrection, victory, everything. It's just so exciting. Anyways, but moving on to the reason for this video, I'm going to be reading out something I wrote I think the last day of last year, so it's the first day of this year. It's titled my love letter, right? In my church we're doing this thing then where we had to give a love letter. It's kind of like testimonies or low-key, but packaging and branding, but that's yeah. So I'm gonna be reading it. I wrote something, and the full version, or the written version, is on my website. That's www.CherIndulgence.com. I'll leave the website in the description box. Wow, whew, I almost blanked out, but I'm back. I'm here. Oh my god, I'm so hyped. Anyways, I think when I'm done reading my love letter, perhaps you understand why I'm so excited, especially for Easter. So yeah, here goes. It's titled A Love Letter and an L, in case you do go there. And there are memes, to make this thing juicy, but the meme you have to deal with today is my face. So yeah. Right now, I'm sitting on a toilet seat in the bathroom of my hotel room, reflecting on the fact that in a couple of hours, it'll be the beginning of another decade, 2020. I'm so weird, I know. You know, right? If there's one post I wish I had shared with you all earlier, it would have been my love letter. The church I attend, the Tribe Abuja, shout out, started the concept of reading out our individual love letters, which were basically testimonies, either how we found ourselves in the tribe, or inspiration we had received, or occurrences we were grateful for. Sometimes it entailed sharing nuggets we had learned during our walk with God. And so one random Sunday, while someone was sharing their love letter, one of my pastors jokingly asked me, "When are you going to share your own love letter?" So I looked at him and burst out laughing to mask the sudden nervousness that the question humped. Ever been in one of those situations though, where your brain feels put on the spot, so you laugh nervously and you have to tell your heart to stop beating in that carnival tempo. Anyways, since that moment, the perfectionist in me began to prepare for what would be the shining moment when I finally delivered my love letter to the congregation. More than 5 Sundays later, I was ready. As in, this one is reading aside. I was ready to crush it, kill it, outfit on. Let me go back. I had rehearsed and polished my write-up to satisfaction. I had equally picked a cute outfit that would help me project confidence, and somehow the inner butterflies were behaving themselves by reducing their flutters to a minimum. I was good to go, good to go, good to go. As the service progressed, I waited for love letters to be introduced and for my name to be called up. Like play. We had shared the grace and people had begun to disperse. I was in denial at how crushed I was because OMG. Does that mean that I prepared for nothing? All this slay for nothing? The look on my face must have conveyed my inner confusion, because my friend Pashino, who had earlier told to take pictures of me while reading my piece, content, came over to where I was, body vibrating with laughter. My guy, how far now? I was waiting and waiting, but no worry, next Sunday, I'll still be ready to take your picture. It paid me, this side note, it paid me small, but moving on. My heart sank as I discovered, upon inquiry from Jesse, that's my pastor by the way, that the love letter sessions were on hold for a bit, and he wasn't sure when they would recommence. As a result of this, I'm choosing to share it with you just hours before we all bid 2019 goodbye, because I'm extremely grateful for 2019, and I believe my 2020 would have an entirely different narrative. Oh boy, if I could look at myself now and like then with everything that I know now, plot twist. Oh well, 2020 is still going to be amazing though. So ladies and gentlemen, now this Easter period, I bring to you my love letter to God. Dear God, I'm sure that as you're watching me read this out loud, you're probably laughing, because you and I know that this was not the plan for this tribe place. The way you transformed this accusing, pain-riddled, self-judging girl to the one that can publicly stand to read out a love letter to you should legit be studied in Harvard. 2019 has been a pretty shitty, scratch that, painful year. I mean, if you could give me 100 quid for how many eye-sweating sessions you've observed, we both know that I would low-key be balling. In all this though, more than ever before, I have felt your presence, and I can see the subtle changes in me and in our relationship. You love me in spite of my lapses, insecurities, addiction, and episodes of dysthymia that I sometimes allow to separate me from your definition of who I am. You know how bad I struggle with perfectionism, and never hesitate to pull me back when it spirals into crazy bouts of fear, anxiety, and procrastination, amongst other things. And recently, when I asked you to forgive me for being imperfect, you laid it in my heart that it was okay, because all I had to do was be the I am, and that you got the perfect covered. That part they tripped me, because when I got that thing, I'm like, God, mother. Okay, sorry. As much as I don't like the fact that you spoiled my heart, guy, and ruined my mascara through tears and the words you echoed during worship, I'm grateful for the fact that you have found for me a happy place where you communicate with me, sometimes even going as far as speaking through people. You have broken whatever walls, reservations, and logic I've had with an increase in the knowledge of your love. I still maintain that your love totally confuses me, but I'd rather exist possessing the beauty of this confusion than in the murky clarity of my intelligence. I like that our relationship is evolving. First, legalistic, following rules and doctrine and principle. Then shutdownistic to I can do anyhow, you understand, right? To now intentional, wanting to know you and to explore all colorful aspects of my life with you at the wheel. With you, everything is better, everything is lighter, and the peace is absolutely amazing. The best part, there's nothing I have to do than to come and allow you do you. I could go on all day about all the things I love about you, but I don't want to make these people jealous. So I'll conclude in a way that only I can. Thank you for the pain that has brought about growth, maturity, and refining. Thank you for helping me accept the extent of your love, even when it's been hard to love myself. Merci por ma familia, la tribe. Gracias por mi vida y mi amigos. Dziękuję ci bardzo dla wszystko. I'm so grateful, and I'm super curious to discover what next is coming. I trust you'll keep loving me as you find me. Lots of love. Your favorite troublemaker, Sherry. Almost getting me in my feels, because you reminded me of how I felt when I wrote that. And the most beautiful part of everything and my faith and my journey with God is the fact that I really don't have to have everything figured out. I don't have to be a certain way to come. It doesn't matter what I've done in the past or what I'm still struggling with or the identity crisis sometimes. I know that no matter what, I've got a God that will go all the way to die just so that I can have victory. Do you understand? Anyways, I just wanted to share this because It blows my mind. I mean, if I were God, and all these people that I created, they are now doing somehow, why would I send my son, a part of me, to come and die for these people that will still misbehave after? Like you said, thinker, make it make sense. But God is so merciful and amazing, and there are still so many people that struggle with the idea of knowing who God is, or they believe all religions are the same, and there's a whole lot that is kind of confusing. But I hope, if you would allow me, that on subsequent videos, I mean, aside from when I'm goofing off and all that, we'd have conversations that address this and can help you just the same way they would most definitely help me. So yeah, happy Easter, guys. I hope we experience total victory in different aspects of our lives. And yeah, I'm so led to tell you that God loves you so much. Like, you have no idea. Anyways, I'm signing out for now. I will still disturb you guys later because we are still on lockdown. Take care, guys. Love me as if I